Welcome everyone. Today we are going to talk about how to solve problems in your life. And this is a very important topic because nowadays we live in a society where everyone thinks they're a victim of something or the other and there is no accountability, and people, they feel like they have all these issues and they don't even know how to solve them. So we here will discuss a good framework of how to go about it. So skipping all the introduction, let's go to step one. Step one is to isolate the problem from your personal story. The first thing to understand is that you are not unique. You are not special. Most people on earth have very similar problems, and those problems have very similar solutions. The only reason you think your problem is unique is because of the personal narrative that you're attaching to your problem. For example, if you take a guy who is fat and was bullied in school, this is how he thinks of his problem. I was bullied in school and this is why I'm insecure and I overcompensate by eating too much. I can't stop eating when I'm hungry and girls won't talk to me because I'm too fat and everyone is making fun of me. I don't know what to do. I feel trapped. And an individual like this feels that his problem is enormous because of all the emotions and the background story he is applying to it. But when you cut out all of this narrative and you remove the past dramatic story he is putting onto it, you see that his problem is not a big problem at all. His problem is very simple. He's fat and it's affecting his self-esteem. And now that is a very solvable problem. It's not a unique problem at all. And you will find people do this whole personal story narrative into the whole problem thing all the time. For example, if you take, say, someone who's intelligent but they're a loner, okay? They don't have any friends. Here is how they think of their problem. I'm extremely intelligent, but I can't seem to make any friends. My life sucks. I run a business and I make more money than everyone else, but I can't figure out how to fix my personal life. I have no friends. I have no girl. I'm very lonely. What do I do? So the mind tends to do this. It attaches the problem to your identity. In this case, this is a high IQ guy who makes good money, but he hasn't figured out the social skills and the companionship part of life yet. So even though he's doing well in life, he feels empty inside because he just doesn't have family, a companion, a girlfriend or friends. And if you, as an external observer, you get his personal identity out of the way, you will realize that his problem is in fact really simple. His social skills aren't good and he feels that he has no social life, and it's making him feel lonely, alone, depressed, whatever. And now this problem is much simpler to solve. You removed all of his backstory, you removed that personal narrative he was pushing onto you, and you just focused on the raw problem. Let me give one final example before moving on with the next step of problem solving. Now, this one is very common, especially here in India. You will hear people say, I was born in a rural family. I never got a chance to learn English properly. I can't get a good job because my English sucks. And I was not born in a city. And crap like that, where people are lamenting their life because they were not from a city and their English is not great. But outside of the whole rural thing, if you cut out all of that background, his problem is really simple. It's just that his English sucks, and this is affecting him both socially and professionally. He can't make good money without knowing the language properly. So now that you have understood how to cut out the personal story and focus on the problem, you will have like a well-defined problem ahead of you. This can be in your life as well, okay? Anything that you're facing, it's usually a very simple problem that you need to focus on instead of all the backstory and the emotions that you're attaching to it. Because to fix any problem, you have to do the first step of fixing the problem. And the first step is identifying what the problem actually is. And you have to be emotionless about it. Step 2 is solving the actual problem. And here you need to do some research and find a calculated trial and error based execution system. So for example, if you take the first problem was this guy was fat and it was affecting his self-esteem. So solution 1 can be start tracking calories and minimize caloric intake and add like a 30-minute cardio session to your day. Solution 2, say start intermittent fasting, that is you skip breakfast and you start lifting weight. Solution number 3 could be you don't track your calories but you only eat clean foods from now on. High protein foods and eating till satiation, no junk food. Solution number 4, and some of you might not like this, but it is still a possible solution. It is surgical methods like liposuction or getting a tummy tuck or whatever. The point is to come up with a solution or a list of solutions and then try to implement them one by one and see what works for you. The next problem, for example, if the other problem I discussed was this intelligent guy not having good social skills and that's why he doesn't have companionship, he doesn't have friends, or he's feeling lonely. So what could the potential solutions be? Solution 1 could be read this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and the Book of Book, and start applying those lessons in your day-to-day life. Solution 2 could be taking up a social hobby like football or anything that helps you meet more people, make new friends. Say join a Toastmasters club, get out of the house. Solution 3 could be say use Tinder to get more dates and then use these dates to practice your social skills. And if the date sucks or you mess up, it's not like you have to see any of these women again. Solution number 4 could be you join an entrepreneurs group or like some kind of networking event and you try to meet more people this way. Whatever you pick, any of these solutions will help you fix this problem. The third problem I discussed about was this guy's English not being great. So what can you do for this? Solution 1 is simple. You join an English class, and that is supposed to work for sure. Solution 2 could be you read a bunch of novels like Harry Potter or you watch some English TV shows to get a hang of all the pronunciation and how the English language actually flows. The key here is to take action. You cannot cry about your problem all day. No one cares. You're a man. Life is not like a place where things will just be handed to you on a platter. Crying about your problem does not help. Identifying your problem and then making a plan to solve your problem and actually taking action will help you for sure. The last thing you want to be doing is sitting around your house all day, regurgitating your negative emotions, and then crying and crying and crying. It does not help. Do not let yourself do that, my man. And finally, once you have actually fixed this part of the issue, here is a secret step 3. Secret step 3 is to fix your insecurity and the mental image that you have of yourself. And this isn't something you can quote unquote do. This is something that happens over time. Just because you fix the problem does not mean that your brain realizes that you did. For example, if you lost a lot of weight, your brain will not automatically start thinking like a fit person. You will still have the fat person imagery in your head for a while. And it will take some months or even a year for the compliments to actually get inside your brain and you start to think of yourself as a thin, hot person. And anyone who's lost a lot of weight knows this to be true. The brain just doesn't do flip switches. So it's very, very important that you deliberately make a note of the fact that your problem is fixed. And you will get there quicker. Your brain has to accept your new reality. It has to forget your past of being insecure and being a loser. And it has to accept that you're a winner now. Your brain has to do that, and you can do that by being deliberate. And overall, this framework for solving problems will help you for every long-winded problem that strikes your life. Especially those ones that you have developed over a long period of time. Like you have self-esteem issues or you feel like you're fat or anything else. You need to get rid of the backstory, the emotions that you associate with the raw problem. You need to separate the problem from your identity and then focus on fixing the problem, and then realizing that once the problem is fixed, your identity will fix itself. And there you have it. I hope this video was useful for you. And if you like this video, please click the like, comment, and subscribe button and let me know what you think in the comments below. For Life Math Money, this is your host Harsh Strongman. Have a great day and see you next time.